Yourself project, there's a little blurb on the back of your program, which is also an invitation to the high school fair. We couldn't do this without a fantastic partnership, obviously, with the Columbus City Schools, and a number of city school people here today. We'll weave them in as we go. But I did want to make a special note that Krista Bauer and Christy Manson are here. Would you two please stand? They're my often contacts with the schools and could not be better partners. And speaking of ultimate partners, my wife Janet's here, who helps me behind the scenes on all this stuff, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, yes. So, you're going to hear brief overviews of 4 high school and 1 middle school project. Brief, obviously, because we have limited time, but you want to know more, you got to come to the fair. We'll also keep it brief so that we can have Q&A like we did last year, which was really great. These projects were not picked for any particular reason. They're not necessarily the biggest, but they are tied into either a classroom and or a community organization, which is one of the things that we're trying to foster with this program. So there'll be good examples in that regard. Without further ado, this is Rondell Terry.
Hi everyone, my name is Rondell Terry, and I am here to talk to you about my service above self project called Game Day. Game Day is a BPA service project. Let me give you a little history about BPA. BPA stands for Business Professionals of America. In 1963, the Vocational Education Act is passed. BPA is now a thought. In 1966, the BPA is first formed by the states of Iowa, Kansas, and Wisconsin. In 1971, Ohio gets its first BPA office. BPA is the leading career and technical student organization for students pursuing the business-related career fields. BPA has 43,000 members in over 2,300 schools in 23 states. BPA is a co-curricular organization. BPA prepares students to succeed and assesses real-world business skills and problem-solving abilities. BPA, the mission of Business Professionals of America, is to contribute to the preparation of a world-class workforce through the advancement of leadership, citizenship, academic, and technological skills. All proceeds from Game Day and all future service projects go to Special Olympics. Reasons why raising money for Special Olympics is a great cause. The Special Olympics transforms lives through the joy of sports every day and everywhere. The Special Olympics is the world's largest organization for people with intellectual disabilities. The Special Olympics has 4.4 million athletes in 170 countries. Through the power of sports, people with intellectual disabilities discover new strengths and abilities, skills, and success. The mission and vision of Special Olympics is to show children and adults the joy of sports, expose them to new experiences like physical ability and better connections. Now, the business program at Downtown High School has been running Game Day for a couple of years now. Every year it is the responsibility of the juniors to run this service project. This year I played a very important part on making Game Day successful. I took charge, became a natural leader, made sure everybody played their part. I counted the money and sold tickets every day. We marketed our project by a series of flyers that popped to the mind, posters that informed and reminded our fellow classmates. We took simple but creative things to make Game Day unique. Paper cutouts, people brought decorations and games from home, and our culinary program supplied the snacks. I say from the amount of money we raised and the responses we got back from our surveys, that Game Day was a success. From this service project, I will tell you that our next and future service projects will be even a greater success. Columbus Downtown High School is fortunate to have a great Columbus City Schools Special Program Olympics program. Partnering with the Columbus City Schools Special Olympic Director, Sherry Andrus, Columbus Downtown Columbus Downtown High School business students will be volunteering at the Columbus Sports Classic track meet held May 7, 2016 at Whetstone High School. This event draws Special Olympics athletes from all over Central Ohio. Now, Mr. Rick Studer asked me, what does success mean to you? Well, here's your answer. Success can be defined in many ways, but to me, success is hard work, setting the standards higher and achieving. Thank you.
All right. Carla? While Carla's going up there, here's a visual for you. Can you imagine the 16-year-old Jack Graff standing in front of a group like this and making a presentation? I can't. Here's over here, they're saying, heck no. So just keep that in mind as we go. And I'm stalling for, there we go. There we go. Okay, Carla.
Good afternoon. My name is Carla Pasillas. I am a senior at Independence High School. After graduating high school, I plan to attend Capital University for neonatal nursing. 2 years ago, I was on a community service team called Independence Angels. I also attended the high school fair 2 years ago when I was a sophomore. With this year's coat drive, it all began with my teacher noticing students without coats. She would ask them, "Where are your coats?" And they would respond, they didn't have any coats. At first, she would go buy them coats. However, she wanted to reach more to them and those in need. She thought about donating coats for those in need. We decided to focus on a coat drive because it would help out many children in need of them. It would also bring the entire school together to help out the community. Our goal this year was to reach 100 coats. We actually surpassed our goal. We donated a total of 127 coats. Our goal, for us to get that many coats, we made posters to announce the coat drive, and we had mentioned on our school's daily announcements. Every morning, the National Honor Society members would go to every classroom around the school and ask if they had any coats to donate. The multiple disabilities kids helped us by counting and washing the coats. We kept track of numbers of coats by having a poster in the hallways at school and putting small coat stickers every time we received coats. At the end of the coat drive, myself and Angel and another National Honor Society member, we went to Joseph Coates in person to donate the coats. My teammates and I learned that there are many unfortunate people in the world. It made us realize how blessed and fortunate we are. Our National Honor Society has done quite a few service activities. We have done the blood drive twice every year. We make posters and give presentations in classrooms to get people to sign up to the blood drive, for the blood drive and what to expect after donating blood. Then when we run the blood drive in conjunction with the American Red Cross. We have also participated in breast cancer walk and ALS walk. We hold bake sales in order to raise money to donate to them. Lastly, we have done the bunny baskets. We gather toys and candy from students and staff and pack them in baskets. National Honor Society members all stay after school once a week and put together all the baskets for children, like candy, toys, everything all together after school. Approximately right now, we have done 50 baskets for children, those in need, and we plan to get at least 100. As a senior independence, my time as a member of National Honor Society is almost at an end. However, because of my experience with the National Honor Society, I am looking forward to seeking out opportunities to continue giving back to the community while I am in college and as an adult life.
All right. Maurice. While Maurice is going up, I'll tell you that Tobias, I'm sitting with over there, wondered if we every week have so many liquor jokes during Rotary. I assured him that yes, we do.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rick Studer. My name is Maurice Fountain, and I attend Lyndon McKinley STEM Academy. The title of our project was A Day of Service. My English teacher, Ms. Fagula Haley, proposed the idea of getting involved in the community to our classes. Myself and several other students decided that we wanted to do something for the Ronald McDonald House. We became interested in the Ronald McDonald House after we heard a presentation and saw a video about the Ronald McDonald House from Kiana Mitchell. She went in depth about their mission, and we learned that it was the largest Ronald McDonald House in the world. The Ronald McDonald House is supported by a strong volunteer foundation. This is when we learned that the residents' breakfast, lunch, and dinner were all provided by donations from local organizations and volunteers. Since this is such a huge ongoing need, we as a group came up with the idea to help support the families by providing and serving a meal. We created a list of supplies we would need, then each student came up with at least one local business that we could write a letter to in order to solicit donations. We wrote letters and our teachers mailed them to local businesses. Then we asked the teachers and administrators at our school if they would be willing to donate either money or food supplies. Our teacher then contacted the Ronald McDonald House to get a date on the calendar for us to serve. On February 11th, our group of 15 students went to the Ronald McDonald House where we organized as small teams and we divided up our tasks by workstations. Some people cleaned, some people prepped and chopped food, some cooked, some prepared beverages, etc. And we implemented our plan to prepare and serve a healthy meal to families in need. We served the families chili, cornbread, salad, cupcakes, fresh fruit, lemonade, and fruit punch. Our main goal for this project was to make sure the residents loved the food and we gave back to the people who were in need. As a group, we felt we had accomplished our goal when the residents came through the line and commented about how much they enjoyed the food and showed their appreciation. From this experience, I learned more about the Ronald McDonald House and how many services they provide to make the residents feel more at home while experiencing difficult circumstances. They provide spa treatments, family movie nights, a library. They have a game room, a workout room, and they have a laundromat on site. I personally felt some of the things the house offers are a good way to take the family's minds off of what they are going through. As senior class president, it is important to me and my classmates that we shine some light on the Linda community because we want to change the way our school is viewed and want others to know we as students do care about our community and want to help others. That's it.
Hazel, go on up. I did seek out one of the projects from Lyndon McKinley High School. All of us here know that the Lyndon area is tough, and they've had an especially tough year. It's really cool to see this kind of light shining through and gives us hope. Maurice, thanks for that. And this is Kiana Mitchell, who is from Ronald McDonald House. What was it like having these folks there?
It was great. I just like hearing him speak about his experience at the Ronald McDonald House. It really just warms my heart, like he said, to see kids from that area who don't have much and are also going through tough times to come together to give back to other people just shows them, you know, that they can make a difference despite their circumstances. So very proud of them.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Hazel.
Right. Hello, my name is Hazel Goodburn. I am a senior at Columbus Alternative High School, also known as CAUS, and I am the president of my school's National Honor Society. Our project was the Urban Farm. When I became president at the end of my junior year, I decided that I wanted to make service the main emphasis of our organization. CAUS is a lottery school that is part of Columbus City Schools. Many students from around Columbus attend CAUS. However, although the school is exceptional for its high-achieving students, not many people in Columbus know about it. I love my school, and I want everyone in Columbus to know what a great school CAUS is. So I decided to increase the presence that CAUS has in the community through NHS. In my anthropology class last year, we watched a documentary called A Place at the Table, which gives a detailed look into the huge food insecurity epidemic within the United States. The film delves into the problem of food deserts and how a child's health is compromised by a lack of food. After watching this movie, I knew that I wanted to do my part to battle food insecurity in the US. NHS now volunteers twice a month with the Mid-Ohio Food Bank. We chose the food bank because it serves many neighborhoods, all of which have kids that attend cause. In the fall, we worked on the Clarfield Urban Farm. This is a large garden that is set up in the back lot of an abandoned school. The urban farm grows tomatoes, chard, spinach, kale, etc. Harvested produce is sold at a stand out front where the proceeds are donated to the cause. The produce is also donated to the food bank and to the Roots Cafe, which is a restaurant run by the Mid-Ohio Food Bank. The urban farm also brings communal pride and beauty to a depressed neighborhood. Each month, I set up 2 dates for NHS to volunteer with the Mid-Ohio Food Bank. Then, members signed up for which day they wanted to volunteer. At the urban farm, volunteers mostly weeded, deadheaded, and thinned crops. The urban farm doesn't typically have large groups of volunteers, so when NHS members volunteered, it was great because a lot of work could get done quickly. That means that more food could be tended to and taken care of, and ultimately, more could be harvested and used to fight food insecurity. I think that working on the urban farm was really great for NHS members. Most students buy their food at the grocery store, and although they know where it comes from, it's a valuable experience to be working on a farm, cultivating the land, and getting dirty. Students had a lot of fun gardening, and it's a great feeling to know that the food that you're helping to grow will be used to feed someone who really needs it. The members of NHS and myself are very proud of the work that we have gotten to do with the urban farm. We are also very proud of our blood drive for the Red Cross, warm clothes drive for the CRC, service for our school, and volunteer work in the Mid-Ohio Food Bank's pantry. As Muhammad Ali said, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. With our service projects in NHS, I believe that we are helping to pay some of that rent. Thank you.
Tobias? Before you start, Tobias, I just want to tell everybody, last year, remember, we had all high school presenters, and this year decided to bring one of our middle school team's captain together because we do have a middle school fair. We've not emphasized it as much as the high school fair, but over the next couple years, we're going to grow this thing because there is great enthusiasm at the middle schools in Columbus for service. And Tobias will give us an example of that.
My name is Tobias Heisel. I am the student council president at Ridgeview Middle School, and I am in the 8th grade. After I graduate high school, I want to go to The Ohio State University and major in computer and information science. For our Service Above Self project, we are raising awareness around our school about homelessness. The name of our project is Ridgeview Middle School, giving our hearts and hands to those in need. Our project is very important to many people. Our project matters to the lives of many different people around Columbus. I'm not saying we're going to stop homelessness. I'm saying we're helping to raise awareness on how significant it is. In early November of 2015, we sent 3 school representatives to the initial Service Above Self meeting about our project. There, they came up with multiple ideas. They eventually decided on homelessness. They also thought of different organizations we could work with. They thought of the YWCA. Finally, they began brainstorming ideas for what we could actually do to help. They knew they wanted to donate something, but they did not know what and how. They were going to just collect money at first. However, they thought about bringing toiletries and baby care items. This then turned into the RMS care packages. As a part of our project, each homeroom was responsible for collecting items for 2 care packages. However, we exceeded our goal and delivered 86 RMS care packages to the YWCA Family Shelter during the month of December. The care packages were neatly wrapped and contained toiletries or baby care items. While we were at the shelter, we got to see their cafeteria, the halls, the lobby, and even their storage room. In the storage room, they had boxes upon boxes of donated items. They were very grateful for our donations, and we were very happy to help support them. We are also creating a newsletter to teach our fellow students more about homelessness, and this will be distributed to everyone in our building. Finally, this Saturday, March 12th, we are going to the YWCA Family Shelter to play games and conduct an arts and crafts activity with the children who are currently living at the shelter. Once we have completed all of our activities, we plan to give an update to the student body. The same representatives who attended the initial meeting will be going to the Service Above Self Fair really soon. I'm excited to see how our project works out. We have been working extremely hard for the past few months. I am really happy that we are making a difference. Thank you.
This is Jessica Whitman-Will from the YWCA Family Center. Same question to you. What's it been like working with these folks?
Well, simple things like toiletries that you and I might take for granted are a huge relief to a family who's in crisis. So for the kids to gather these supplies and go out of themselves and give back to others is phenomenal. I look forward to hearing how your experience is this coming Saturday when you do activities. We don't have a whole lot going on weekends if volunteers don't come, so it really brings in, when you bring in that energy and bring smiles to people's faces, it makes a huge difference, so thank you.
Thank you. Let's have all our students go back up for Q&A. Just stand up there at the podium, y'all. While they're going up, there's a couple other folks you need to meet. This is Kirk Jackson. Stand up, will you, Kirk, and stay standing. Business teacher at Columbus Downtown High School, who took time away from the school to come over here for lunch, and this is cool, but we owe him a lot for this Service Above Self project. Stay up. And Allison Bronder. Allison, I forget what you teach.
I'm an English teacher at Independence High School.
Okay.
I've taught pretty much every English class that we have to offer there. This year I'm teaching 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Awesome, awesome. And you're the advisor of this project, obviously. And where's Joetta? Joetta, stand up, please. Joetta is the Career and Community Resource Coordinator who serves both Linden and Mifflin High Schools. We had a couple of down years in our Service Above Self project with Linden. Joetta's new this year. She's fantastic. She has done an incredible job and got Linden back fully on board, as you can tell from the project that you heard about. The others you can see when you come to the fair. And who is it has 3 kids under 5 years old? Joetta has triplets. Just saying. This is Natalie James, who is the principal of Ridgeview Middle School, who, in addition to all the other things that you can imagine that she does, is the advisor to this project. So we really appreciate that very, very much, very much. Let's recognize all these folks. Oh, you can sit down now. I didn't introduce Jim Duzan, our fellow Rotarian, who is here on behalf of Samantha Smith from Columbus Alternative. Samantha is due to deliver her second child. Oh, she did?
That's why I'm back.
Oh, okay then. So thanks for coming, Jim, and mostly bringing our student guests. Okay, you guys ready? You all ready? Raise your hand, I'll come around. Fire away. Questions for all of them or one of them, whatever.
Maurice, with the Ronald McDonald House, when you raised money to sponsor the lunch, to pay for the cost, or for the dinner, paying for food, about how much money does it cost to do a meal at Ronald McDonald House?
I don't know the exact cost. I just know I help ask some of my teachers get like a couple, like $20 from a few people, and it just added up. I don't really know the cost. So.
Kiana, do you know?
Raise a lot of money to be able to feed 100 people. So.
Okay, thanks.
Well, hi guys. First and foremost, I want to say every single one of you is an extremely impressive individual, and I want you guys to be really proud of the work that you do, not only in your schools, but coming here and talking to us, because I know it's really nerve-wracking. My name is Alexis. I head up our community service committee here at the Columbus Rotary, and I just wanted to know exactly when do you guys graduate, because I need volunteers.
Okay, everybody, step up real quick. When do you graduate?
I graduate June 3rd, 2016.
Yeah.
2017.
Maurice, you're graduating a couple weeks or a couple months, right?
Yeah, I also graduate June 3rd, 2016.
Okay. Carla, are you senior too?
I graduate June 4th, 2016.
Okay. Watch out. Well, Tobias has got a few years yet, so lay off of him, okay? Who else? Let's go.
Yes, I've got a couple points to make. It's about my second year in Rotary, so I'm still learning a lot of things, a lot of projects. And I had the good fortune to see you guys in action for the first time last year at the Union at OSU. And a tremendous shout out to the future leaders of tomorrow. You guys are awesome, and you're a class act. And I think you're to be commended for taking your busy schedules and times and doing what you're doing. From a Rotary perspective, as not a newbie, but as someone who just loves the service above concept, for those of you that haven't been part of Rick's project, you should be. You'll be blown away by the incredible commitments, the diversity of the product, the time and TLC that goes into it. And I just want to do a shout out to you guys, to Rick, and the project itself.
Obviously, I personally appreciate it, but literally, this is a Rotary team effort, and I know you know that. So I really need to pass that on to virtually everybody here. Who's next? Okay, Tom?
My name's Tom Carlisi. I want to commend you for just clarity in your speaking and your organization of your presentations. I also believe that when we get into service, there's a whole lot of surprises, challenges, pitfalls in a project, bringing it all together. I'd love to hear a couple of the things that you learned about yourself. Not only the celebrations that went well, but maybe some of the challenges you had on your project, bringing it all together. I'd love to hear from one or two of you. What did you learn about yourself? How'd you stretch?
Well, for our project, we had problems getting people to actually donate, but eventually they realized that it was for a great cause. So we obviously exceeded our expectations. So that's one of our problems, or walls, was we had to try and encourage people to donate more, and I'm proud of the work that they did eventually.
Learn about yourself. Come on, Hazel.
Okay, well, I have to say, I'm a terrible gardener. I have such a short attention span when I'm gardening. My mom always yells at me. But when you're gardening and you're working on the urban farm for a cause, I found out that I actually was pretty decent at it, and it was nice to see everyone bonding and having fun over gardening. And like with other work that we've done for the Mid-Ohio Food Bank, I think it's been like one trouble that we've had is getting people to drive out because it is kind of far away from our school, both the urban farm and the food bank. But it is really rewarding, and I think that like once people come, they really enjoy getting to work with the people or getting to garden, and they'll come back to me and say like, oh, I really enjoyed that. And so I think that's where like there's our pitfall, but it definitely is resolved.
Good. I know everybody out here wants to hear answers to this question from all of you. Rondell, what did you learn about yourself?
What I learned about myself from this project is that I love seeing that my people, my generation, coming together and having a great time together. With this project, I really had to step up because 2016 fell on us and really didn't And when it came down to it, the games and all that, 2017 had to step up. And I learned that you can't really depend all the time on other people. You have to step up and make it to where the community comes together and bring the people together. And I just love seeing my generation and everybody come together and have a great time.
Okay, Carla?
Okay, our problem was that every morning us National Honor Society members would only get like a coat or no coats at all every day. So we decided we made a lot of posters, we made all the announcements to get people to donate coats. We even donated a lot of our own coats. So what also helped us is that not only National Honor Society helped, but also the school and also the multiple disability kids helped out and brought everybody together. So it really was helpful. It made me feel proud of myself to see kids who are freezing the cold now be available to have coats and not freeze in the winter.
Thank you, Maurice. What'd you learn about yourself?
About myself, I learned that it's good to be selfless. Like, it feels good to really give back to people that really need it. You know, that's really it. Like, it just feels good to just give back.
It's okay to feel good giving.
Yeah.
It's okay. Thank you all. Well, you can imagine that as students and their advisors, they all have plenty to do. Whereas they'd like to probably hang around with a bunch of us old folks all day, they really need to get back to school. I would just want to say again, this is a team Rotary effort, absolutely. We have a strong project committee. I'd like anybody on the project committee to stand up real quick. Jim, Dina Brent, Rob, yes, Bob Kanes, Jim Maniaci, Renee Shoemate, thank you, thank you, thank you. Team effort. Come to the fair May 2nd. You'll be hearing a lot more about that over time. And next week, after Rotary, there's a presentation of one of Rotary's projects, the Women in Ethiopia. A young lady from Eastmore Academy High School has been working with them on that, and she's going to join our Rotarians in that presentation. So you want to stay after for 20 minutes or so and give that time. Okay, you got to be quick because we're going to finish on time.
I'm the board liaison to Service Above Self, and just want to say the leadership under Rick has been phenomenal. The Service Above Self Fair this year on May 2nd has gone outside of Rotary and garnered a lot of sponsorship, which has helped make the project very successful financially on top of all the good it's doing for the students in Columbus High School.
Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you very much. All right.
I should mention, because most of you will not be at the middle school fair, but we'll correct that over time. GBQ Partners, major accounting firm, gave us a very, very, very nice check to help offset the expenses for that. So I'll mention them again. We thank them immensely.
Rick, would you mind running back and handing the microphone to Steve Jenny or Jim Wasserstrom for just a second? Would you guys just announce because it wasn't on my agenda. Can you tell details? Please stand and tell us details about tonight.
Yeah, Steve Jenny, chairman of the Enterprise Academy. Tonight is our final student presentations at 4:30 at ODU, Ohio Dominican, the Bishop Griffin Center, room 256. We're going to have about 25, 26 students that will be getting their certificates for completion of the Enterprise Academy program this year.
Thank you.
So please, if you can make it, stop by. Thanks.
That's great. Thank you.
By the way, Krista Bauer, who I introduced you to before, is also very involved helping with the Enterprise Academy. There's just about nothing she doesn't do, and we love her for that.
All right. Now, before I let you go, I'm going to tie this all up with a bow. All of these great projects, all of this wonderful stuff that we do every year, number one, we couldn't do it without your support in the annual services campaign. But we also need our Derby Day Soiree to be a success. So Please be sure and see the ladies in the back on your way out. They will tell you what you can do to help get involved in planning, what you can do to get your tickets, which it's important that everybody get tickets. Even if you're tied up, get 2 tickets, give them to somebody else. It'll be very enjoyable. But we do a lot of great things. It makes us feel good, but just like everything, we need funding to do that. So with that, I want to thank everyone. This has been a wonderful program and a wonderful day. Thanks to all the guests. Be a Rotarian all week long.